Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Pavitra Shankar. Welcome back to the channel. So the last time we had this chatty sort of video, I had just completed my MD psychiatry exams and had gotten my results. And today is 16th of May, and there have been major life updates career wise that I've not had a chance to sit down and talk about. After I completed the degree, one would think that after becoming a doctor, it should be easy to find a job next or to sort of know what to do next, because the usual path is that you do MD and then you do an SRship and then you either start your private practice, या फिर you join somewhere in the government as a specialist, as a non-academic post, or if you're lucky, then you go for an academic post. And for me, also the path was pretty clear. I had also thought that I will go the classic way. I will complete my PG, do my SR, then we'll see whether I want to go into private practice or what exactly is it. Would I would would I want an academic career, because I did really enjoy research opportunities during my college days. And then came the silence after the excitement for the next 3 months, the whole of Feb, March, and the most of April. I had no job offers. I had no interview. I had a few interviews which just went pretty bad. I really did not have a lot of hopes from the interviews anyway. But what I did realize was that even after like 5.5 years of MBBS and 3 years of MD, no one teaches you to be job ready. You go to a private firm and you go to a private hospital. You go there for an interview. First question they ask you is, tell me about yourself. This is very standard for other fields of work, but if you are a medical person, you would know that you've never been asked about yourself. It's mostly about the skills or your knowledge base, and that's what I had gone prepared with. Yes, I really choked on that answer, which was the first question that was asked to me in the first interview that I gave. And it pretty much became obvious that this was my first interview, and it became quite embarrassing because no one no one asked me this before. Being in a government hospital since forever, that's not that's not what it prepares you for. Then I went back home after the first interview and saw what are the usual questions that people are usually asked in interviews, and I prepared those questions. But then there was again a lot of silence. I went to some other interviews for, let's say, ad hoc posts of SR. But things were not working out, and then this was this 3 months of not working after 8 to 9 years of constantly getting up every day and having something to look forward to. And it was the first time I realized how you might be postgraduate in a branch of medicine, which is also a clinical branch of medicine, but you would still not, you still can't be sure of when you get the next job. And we are talking about medicine, which is supposed to be a safe branch, supposed to be something that people work hard for, because there is a definite future waiting for you at the end. And I understand that things are not that difficult for us in the job market as compared to a lot of other individuals who are at the same age but in different branches than we are. But it's not that it's that easy, and things are laid out for you even if you come from an institute which is a pretty badass one. But then came the mid of April, things started to work out. And by the way, all this while I was still doing work for Vriddhi Health, and I got the opportunity to visit 3 schools, and there I conducted workshops with children and with school teachers, educating them about topics related to mental health, resilience, suicide prevention, inclusive education, all of the good stuff. And I kept putting it on social media, on, let's say, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, just anywhere it was possible for me. As then came mid-April, and things started to open up. I got into an SRship both at Safdarjung Hospital and at my alma mater, that is Harding. And then I had the tough choice of choosing where I want to go. And of course, the easy choice was Harding, and because I know the place inside out, and I've been there for the past 9 odd years. But then there was also Safdarjung, which is a great institute, a very reputed institute. And yeah, a very reputed institute, and I had a real opportunity for change and growth and progress and learning new things from new people. But so I was on the verge of choosing Safdarjung, and I had like this 1 week where I had to decide what to do, and then there came an opportunity which I could not have imagined. So through some friend who I had met during my PG, we had briefly talked. I got to do one of the workshops at a school that she was working at, and then we got talking, and there came an interesting opportunity of being a consultant directly at a private institute, at a private hospital. And it was a completely uncharted territory, and I could not believe it, because and I rather made it very clear that I was too young a professional career wise, and consultants are usually old men or women with gray hair. But I anyway went for the interview and had a great chat with the people at the institute, and surprisingly, all that mattered was my caliber and acumen, and not my age or how early I was in the career right now. And now I had three opportunities from great institutes. One which was a private institute, something that I was not even aiming for at this point of time, because I had good SRship opportunities. And that is the classical path, right? That is what everybody does. So yes, but then obviously it was this whole week of thinking about what is the benefit of each of the opportunities and what are the pros and the cons, and talking to my mentors and my seniors, asking them about what is the right way to go about it. And your girl finally came to a conclusion, and on 28th of April, I started working as an associate consultant with Kash Healthcare, which is a multi-speciality hospital here in Delhi. And I just skipped the whole SRship part together, which is scary. For the most part, things are to be done by my own. And yeah, it is a scary first step, but it's also exciting because I get to do things on my own, which is the flip side of the same thing. And while I have skipped the entire fucking trajectory that I thought I would go down on, yeah, the future looks exciting. And that's when I realized that patience is bloody well the key, because I was getting pretty restless, to be honest, and I was starting to question whether psychiatry was the best choice in the first place, because the job opportunities are lesser as compared to other branches, because there are more number of seats for other clinical branches as compared to psychiatry, which is still picking up in terms of how many mental health professionals are recruited. So yeah, I don't know, there's not really a lesson here, there's just a life update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully make a video soon enough. Yeah, things are happening. Yeah, thank you so much.